welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do a tutorial for you. I haven't done a tutorial yet on my channel, and I thought I would do one for you. I wanted to do it with the new chocolate bonbon from Too Faced. It's such a cute palette. Just look at that. Look how adorable that is. It's got the little hearts on it, and it smells like cocoa. It's just so cute, and I love it. I thought that it would be kind of fun to do the, you know, every palette that I get always comes with these little like how-to kind of things. It comes with 3 different looks. It's supposed to be like your daytime, your nighttime, and then like your like this is like your daytime, something you wear during the day, you know, doing errands, going to work or whatever. And then this one is like a, so the bronze chocolate is like your daytime, everyday wear kind of look. The sugar smoke is more of like a nighttime, you know, maybe going out like a date night kind of look. And then the Bonbon Babe, that's a really fun one. I can't wait to do that one. That is kind of more of like maybe going out to a concert, you know, going out like crazy on the town all night, you know, just a super fun one. So today I'm just going to start with the first look here. It's the bronze chocolate look, and I'm going to do 3 separate videos on each one of these looks. It gives you the directions on the back of it. And you know, I always tend to throw these things away when I get the palettes. I don't know, I just don't really hang on to them. I always just tend to throw them away. So I thought that would be kind of a fun series to do on my channel. I don't see a lot of people doing that, so I'm going to try and hang on to all of these every time I get a new palette now. Sad thing is, I have, like, you know, I tend to get every palette when it comes out, and I always throw these away. So I have a ton of palettes, and I just don't have any of these to do them on. Maybe I can find them online or something. I'll try Googling them, and maybe I can print them and see what I can find. So yeah, let's just jump right in and get right up to this. I've already done the rest of my face, as if you can't tell. I've done everything else. I got my foundation, my bronzer, everything. I will leave that all linked down below. I got my eyebrows on. So what we're going to do is just the eyes today. So like I said, we're going to do the first one, the bronze chocolate. So yeah, let's just jump right in. So first one I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my eyes. I haven't primed them yet. I do have just, you know, my foundation and my concealer on them. I just tend to kind of just brush right over it whenever I'm doing my foundation or my concealer, but I don't consider that priming my eyes. I'm very oily, so just putting a little bit of foundation or a little bit of concealer over it does not prime my eyes fully. So I'm going to take the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. I'm just going to dip my finger in it a little bit, and then I'm just going to pat that all over my eyelids. I'm going to be very careful when I get to the brows because I don't want to mess those up since they're already done. So I'm just going to pat that all over. Then I'm going to move to the next eye. Pat that all over. Okay, so now I like to take a dense, firm, kind of angled brush, and this is just one I bought on Amazon, I believe. If I can find the kit, it came in like a bunch. It came like an 8, and I think it were only like $10 or something. Super cheap, but I love them. If I can find them, I'll link it down below. And then I just like to use this to kind of blend everything out, make sure that there's no streaks or anything. Make sure everything is nice and smooth. We're going to do that on both eyes. And then what I like to do after that is I like to take my Stay Matte. Sorry, I know I got a really bad reflection from this new light I got. I love the light, but it tends to reflect off of everything that's shiny. So I like to take my Stay Matte in Transparent 001. And I like to just take this e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush and I just swirl it, and then I like to pat that all over the Painterly that I just laid down. I find that when I do this, it tends to make my eyeshadows just blend out better. They just blend out a lot smoother. I don't get a lot of skipping when I'm trying to blend out my crease color. So I like to just set that powder that or the Painterly paint pot that I just put down. Okay, so now that that's all done, we're just gonna jump right in here. So, step number 1, apply satin sheets from crease to brow. So, we're gonna go in here, we're gonna find satin sheets, which is this really super pretty highlighty type color right here. And then we're just, and it says take that from the crease to the brow. So I'm just gonna grab my crease brush here. I'm gonna grab this Sigma E40 tapered blending brush. I'm going to take that satin sheets and I'm going to put it from my crease to my brow bone. Just like it said to do. Now that that's done, we're gonna jump into step number 2. So step number 2 is, it says buff mocha upwards into the crease, then smudge into the lower lash line. So we're gonna go in, we're gonna find mocha, which is this one right here. It's like a caramely, really nice warm. It's very warm crease color. So we're gonna go in, I think we're gonna do this one with the MAC 217, just because I like to use that one to get more, sorry if I was off the camera there. I like to use the MAC 217 when I'm trying to get more defined into the crease, when I really, really want to get up in there and I really want to make sure that I'm concentrating the color really into my crease. So we're going to go in with that mocha, we're going to tap off the excess, and then at first I like to go in with it flat like this to get most of the product right into that crease. We're going to deposit as much as we can into that crease. And then when I feel like we have a good amount in there, and then I like to turn it. I like to go from the flat to the thicker side, and then that's going to help us work it up towards the eyebrow. And I feel that that's going to give us a really, I just tend to do that a lot. I feel like it's going to get us really, really good coverage. It's going to help that color work up into that crease up to the brow bone, just like it said to do. And then again. And then we're going to go on with just a little bit more because I feel like it's not quite where I want it to be. I like to have it really defined. So again, we're going to go in with it flat with the product. We're going to deposit as much as we can into that crease. Then we're going to turn it and work it up. And I know I can sit here and blend for days. I feel like when you think you're done blending, blend a little bit more. You can never blend enough. So again, we're going to go in with flat right into that crease with most of the product. We're going to deposit it right into that crease. Like I said, I like to blend. I can blend and blend and blend and blend. And then just to be safe, just to make sure that there's no harsh lines, I'm going to take this. It was a Sonia, it came in a Sonia Kashuk holiday set. And I'm just going to brush that really quickly over the crease there just to make sure everything is nice and blended and we have no harsh lines. Okay, then, oh, I didn't do it under the lash line. It said to smudge mocha, bring it down to the lash line. So I'm just going to take some of that mocha and then I'm going to just put that right down on that lower lash line there. Okay, so what I'm doing with the lower lash right now is I'm not going to smoke it out and blend it out quite yet. I'm kind of just depositing the product down there, and then I'm going to go back towards the end once everything's done, and I'm going to really blend it out and smoke it out so it just kind of connects and goes flawless. I do like to connect it up to the top, so I'm just going to flick it right up there and kind of connect it to the crease. Okay, so now we're going to move on to step number 3. Step number 3 is blend molasses chip onto lids. So we're going to go and we're going to find molasses chip, which is this color right here. It's a really pretty bronzy, goldy type of color. It almost reminds me of a little bit of MAC satin taupe. It looks like satin taupe. The molasses chip reminds me a lot of MAC satin taupe, but a little bit more bronzy. It's not quite as taupey as it would normally be. So now I'm gonna go, or as satin taupe is. So now I'm gonna go in with the Sonia Kashuk number 106. It's just a small shader brush. I love using this for my lid color. It's kind of the only brush that I use for my lid color, unless I use my finger or something like that. This is my favorite brush. So going right in with that molasses chip, I'm gonna dip it in there, and then we're going to tap off the excess. And then I like to pat. I'm not necessarily a fan of swiping color onto my lid. I just feel it doesn't really give good coverage. So I like to, it doesn't give you as much pigment either, I feel like. So I'm a big fan of just patting. I do, when I get into the crease, I do swipe it just a little bit to blend that harsh line that you get between your lid and your crease. So when I get to the crease, I do like to swipe it just a little bit, but then I go back and I pat just to get rid of any harsh lines that may come from doing the shadow. Sorry, my dog's down here. Sorry if you hear a funny noise. It's my dog. She's down here digging around. So again, we're going to pat, pat, pat. Okay, so that is looking pretty good. So now we're going to move on to step number 4, which is the last step. It says deepen crease with Bordeaux, and smudge into lower lash line. Ooh, I love this color. So this is Bordeaux. It's a really, really pretty maroon, plummy, chocolatey kind of color. It's beautiful. I really do like it. So for this one, I really want to kind of just focus this into the crease. So I think I'm just going to take my Sigma Small Tapered Blending, my E45. I like this because it's got a pointy tip on it, so it can help me focus the color right into the crease, right where I want it to go. So we're going to dip that in there, and we're going to just get that right into the crease. Now that I have that in the crease, I am going to go back in with, we're going to use a brush that's similar to the MAC 217, but it's by Sigma. It's the Sigma E25 blending brush. We're just going to go in and we are going to take its skinny side, and we're just going to blend out that Bordeaux color that we just put in, just to make sure that there's no harsh lines and everything looks blended. Okay, so now that that's nice and blended, it did say to take Bordeaux, we're going to smudge it into the lower lash line. So I'm going to go in again with my smudging brush. And this is just a smudging brush that I got from Rite Aid. It's the Rite Aid Renewal brand, and I love this smudger brush. I think it's a great smudger brush. Gets the job done. I think it's really good just for kind of placing the product down underneath on the bottom line. I don't like it for blending out my bottom line. I just like it for placing the product down there. So we're just gonna place that product down there, and then I like to go in with my Real Techniques eyeshadow brush. It's got the perfect little point to really smoke, or to really buff in that bottom lash line. It's really great for this. And then we're going to take that same smudgy brush that we used, no extra product, just whatever's on there, and then we're going to connect it up to the crease, and then we're just going to kind of blend it out. And then It doesn't say to do this, but I like to do it. I like to always highlight my inner corners. So I'm just going to take that molasses, no, not molasses chip, I'm sorry. I'm going to take the Satin Sheets color, the first color that we used. I'm just going to put this right in my inner corner. I just really like to highlight that inner corner. And it just makes it look like my eyes aren't so sunken in and so black. And then that is it. So we're going to put on the rest of my eye makeup. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab my, where's it at? My Kat Von D Trooper. Love this eyeliner. It's the ink liner in Trooper. Not going to do anything crazy, not going to wing it out or anything. Just do, you know, basic little liner. Okay, so that's it for liner. Now we're going to go in with my mascara. I always do a set of 3 mascaras. I like putting 3 of them on my lashes. I just feel it makes them look the best. So first I'm going to go in with the Rimmel Lash Accelerator. This stuff is great. I use it as the base. So we're just going to go in with that. Excuse the messy hair. It just wasn't working with me today. So this is what happens. Gets tossed up in a messy bun. On to the next eye. Brow mascara. This is the NYX Brow Mascara, and I'm just going to top off my eyebrows just to make sure that I didn't lose any color, any of that pigment while doing the shadow. I think for my waterline, we're going to go with a brown. I like using the Voluminous Smoldering eyeliner and just the brown color. I think it's a great, this is my favorite drugstore eyeliner. We're just going to go right in that eyeline right there. Sorry if this kind of creeps you guys out and bugs you. I know it does some people, and I'm sorry. We're just going to go right up in there with that brown. And that, my dolls, is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. I promise I will get better with these tutorials over time. Like I said, this is my first tutorial. Please leave your guys' comments and suggestions and what I should and shouldn't do and what you guys like to see and don't like to see, or if I was talking too fast or whatever. Let me know down in the comments below. I love getting the constructive criticism. Like I said, I'm super new to doing tutorials and stuff, so let me know what you think. I want to know. I want to hear. Let's help me fix it or make it better, or whatever you guys want to see, hear, or do. Just let me know, and we will make that happen. Thanks again for watching. Bye.